Welcome, family. You've just stepped into Return of the Redeemed, where we strip away the lies, confront the illusions, and return to perfection. I'm Yisrael, and today we're diving into a truth that might unsettle you, but is meant to set you free. Family, let's start with a question that might rattle you a little bit. If heaven didn't come with mansions, gold streets, or a shiny crown, would you still want it? See, most of us have been fed this image of heaven like it's a luxury resort. Everything you couldn't get on earth, you'll finally have up there. Tired of being broke? Don't worry, your mansion is waiting. Tired of being overlooked? Your crown is ready. That's how it's been packaged to us. But let's tell the truth. That's not faith. That's frustration with a bow on it. That's disappointment recycled into a promise. And we need to ask ourselves, why do we really want heaven? Let me walk this back for a moment, because this isn't new. When our enslaved ancestors were held in chains, what was the message they were told? Don't fight, don't rebel, don't resist. Your reward is in heaven. That teaching was weaponized. It stripped people of the urgency to claim freedom right now. It made them accept suffering as if it was holy, as if pain was just a ticket they had to keep holding until the afterlife lottery came through. And family, let's be honest. That lie didn't die with slavery. It's still echoing today. Too many of us still think heaven is the place where we finally get our turn at the life we were denied. We've made heaven into reparations instead of seeing it as restoration. But let me flip this, because perfection, our true source, didn't design heaven as an afterlife wish list. Heaven was never meant to be a consolation prize for the oppressed. Heaven is not later. Heaven is alignment. Heaven is wholeness. Heaven is union with the source of all life. If the only thing waiting for you in heaven was perfection, no gold, no mansion, no crown, will that still be enough for you? That's the real question. Because if your hunger for heaven is only about things, then you're not seeking God. You're seeking a mall, and malls close. That's the real question. If heaven was just presence, no mansion, no crown, no gold, would you still long for it? This is the real trap. We made heaven about payback, about finally having more than the person who had more than us. That's not liberation. That's still comparison. Think about it. If the oppressor gets wealth on earth and your hope is wealth in heaven, then all you've done is change the location of the same game. The system didn't shift. You just relocated the prize. That's why so many people live in disappointment now. They keep chasing heaven as revenge for what they lacked on earth, instead of seeing heaven as the presence that restores them in the soul. So when you make heaven about stuff, you miss its essence. Heaven is not revenge for lack. Heaven is union that restores you now. So here's the call. Stop waiting to die to claim what's already here. Heaven isn't some gated community in the clouds. Heaven is a state of return. Heaven is remembering. Heaven is wholeness breaking through the illusion of lack. When you strip away all the marketing, heaven is this: oneness with perfection. And that's not a someday promise, it's a right now invitation. So let me leave you with this. Why do you really want heaven? For the things or for the one who made you? It brings me to remembrance of a video I saw of a pastor, someone who was pastoring and leading a congregation. I'm not going to get as vulgar as he got, but he said once he gets to heaven, he's going to have sexual intercourse for the first 1,000 years. So is that why he's wanting to go to heaven, just to have intercourse? Like he couldn't have intercourse here on earth? I mean, let's think about things like that, right? Because the truth is, heaven doesn't start after your last breath. Heaven starts the moment you awaken. So I ask you again, do you really want heaven? Family, if this message stirs something in you, don't just sit with it. Stay connected. Subscribe to the Substack at awakenandreturn.substack.com for weekly teachings. Follow me on TikTok at tiktok.com/awaken and return. And join me live every Monday at 9 p.m. for our question and answer session. And if you need to reach me directly, you can always contact me at www.awakenandreturn.com. This is Return of the Redeemed. Until next time, awaken, remember, return.